So I'm recently coaching the director of an organization, and the problem that he has is that when he goes away on business trips, the energy in the office isn't the same. People aren't producing at the same level. People are still getting stuff done. The systems are in place and work is happening, but it doesn't have the same breath of life in it, and therefore it doesn't have the same productivity and the same results aren't being created that are when he's present. And so, what we're looking at is like, okay, he's great at systemizing, taking his business and his service and trading systems and bringing people in to do those things, which creates the structure and has stuff moving through a machine. Great. But he is still the lifeblood of the business. And this can become an obstacle and a ceiling for founders and entrepreneurs, because even though they're great at building a system, there's still something about who they are that's fundamental to the energy of the organization. And people say to themselves, oh, but that shouldn't be true. Maybe I should just build more systems, or maybe I'm just lying to myself and then that's not really the case. And I say, well, hold on, there's some truth and some fiction in that. There's the fiction in that, like, you are irreplaceable and without you this thing wouldn't work, all right? That's bullshit. But there is some truth to the reality that your presence, who you are, is instrumental in the energy that's creating the results in the company. So if it doesn't need to be you, but the energy is still important, then how can we have the energy of you without you being there? And so this is when I help founders, entrepreneurs to see that who they are, that exists inside their mind right now and presses out of them through their presence and creates that in the company, can actually be extricated from their mind and their being and installed into the organization. Wait, how do you do that? But that's what culture is. And so most leadership creates culture implicitly, unconsciously, right? And so I'm being this way, and sometimes that's showing up as a way of being in others, but not always. And so the thing that can actually have that occur much more powerfully is to make the culture explicit. And so in real simple terms, the process for that is looking at, with this founder and this entrepreneur, like really owning my being is a driver of the energy in the organization. Okay, well, who are you being? Like, who are you? What is it that makes up your character? What is it that you believe in? What do you care about? What are your values? Who am I? I am this. This is the kind of personality that I have. All of that stuff, like, let's not beat around the bush. Some of that state of being, a lot of that is the gold that's driving your company forward. And so just name it. Who am I? I am committed. I am on time. I am that I contribute. I am kind with people. Whatever your assets as a person are, your personality, your persona, that's an asset. Don't pretend it's not. So itemize it, make it explicit, figure it out. I am these things. And here's the trick. You take all of that stuff that you are, and you just change the first two words from I am to we are. And all of a sudden that essence of you, that persona, personality, becomes the foundation for we are, the culture of your organization. Now, okay, you don't have to do an exact direct transplant. I am this, so now you all be that. But it's the beginning of a process of culturizing your organization, of turning the energy of you that's driving that into an energy of us that drives all of them. And when you can take that as the beginning piece, and if it's a small organization, you have a small team, and you want to bring your team in with that, well, bring the ideas of who we are as a starting point from who you are, and then have people play with that and then add to it, and maybe have it be a team effort to creating what the idea of the culture is. But the point is, start with the driving energy. If that's you, then start with who you are. Name it. Make it explicit. I am this. We are this. And let's stand for that. And then the point is that at that point, you become the priest of the religion of the we-ness of your organization. And you live every day, not just by being an example of that, implicitly influencing people to be that too, but explicitly. You create a dogma that everybody is consciously, openly inviting into their life. But this feels fun and exciting that we can all step into this way of being together to drive this company forward together, this organization towards our mission. And when you are doing that, once you bring to life the persona of who you are as the culture of what your organization is, it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you could leave, but you, the essence of you, or what came from you initially, is alive within them as a culture, and you're not needed there anymore. So yes, it's about you, but it's not really about you, because who you are is just this repeating pattern of thoughts and ideas that can become a cultural idea that can live inside the group of people that work for you. So as an entrepreneur, as a founder, do you want to create really driving, powerful success? Without your presence, not only do you need to systemize the things that you do so that other people can do them, build the machine, but bring the culture, the essence of who you are out of your mind and your persona, install it into the culture, the essence of who the organization is. If you want help with how to do that specifically, reach out to me. I'm in conversation with entrepreneurs about that all the time. I can help you see who you are, I can help you draw it out, and I can help you turn it into a dogma or religion that you can be the priest or priestess of, and to bring it to life into an organization in a way that can help everybody to have more of the bliss and the success that you have through their work. It's a fun process, it's awesome, it's beautiful. I love you for listening. Talk to you soon.